Hey, I hope you guys are doing awesome and well today. I wanted to do a quick video that pertains to how to handle cravings and extreme hunger in moments where we're really hungry and we shouldn't be, how to handle those moments. And while there are tons of tips that are out there, these are just a handful of things that I personally, in my own experience, have found exceptionally helpful and more helpful than all of the other tips that are kind of out there. So these are my faves. Here we go. Starting out with something that I've said before. It's so simple, but it's oftentimes the culprit. Sometimes when your body's telling you it's hungry, it's thirsty. Drink water. One of the tips that I always give my clients that claim to be hungry all the time, I tell them to drink at least a cup and a half, so 12 ounces of water. Drink at least a cup and a half of water and give yourself about 10 to 15 minutes. Oftentimes, that's what it was, and you'll start to get that satiety filled a little bit once that water starts getting into your system. So try drinking water. Green tea is also another great thing to drink when you're getting cravings, plus you're getting a little bit of hydration there too. I also find that for myself and for a lot of people, green tea does curb appetite a little bit. So that's something else to try. And then on the note of hydration, especially when you find yourself really craving salty foods, which for me, if I'm getting a craving, usually it's for something salty or for chips or Cheez-Its or something along those lines. If you find yourself craving salty things often, you might actually be needing salt. Salt is something that if you are active, it is vital for proper heart and muscle function. Your body genuinely needs it. Where I think people sometimes get confused and where salt has gotten a bad name is that table salt is bad. Table salt causes inflammation in tissues, high blood pressure, water retention, all of the bad things that are associated with salt. But salt in and of itself, especially when you're talking about natural mineral salts like Himalayan salt and Celtic salt, it has a different effect on the body when it comes to blood pressure and those negatives. It actually has quite a few benefits for the body. So on top of just drinking water, so you're hydrating your body, this is something I do, especially when I'm craving something salty, add about half a teaspoon to a jug this size, and this is 32 ounces, 33 ounces, but it's about 4 cups of water. And you can taste the salt just the tiniest bit, but it's not enough where it's off-putting. It almost kind of tastes a little bit refreshing, especially if you're actually deficient in salt. You'll find it kind of tastes a little bit good to you. Half a teaspoon in a jug like this, and it really does. It not only satisfies my craving, it makes me feel better. I feel like I'm getting something that I was missing out on before. So if you are active, unless you have a problem with high blood pressure, then just to cover myself, check with your doctors. But especially if you're active and you sweat a lot, you need salt. So sometimes cravings are not that cryptic. You're craving something salty, and it's because your body might actually need salt. Okay, number 2. You know those days where it doesn't matter if we've had a great breakfast, great lunch, we've definitely nourished ourselves properly. You're just hungry, and you try drinking water and you're still hungry, and it's just like some kind of force from within is going, feed me, give me food. We all have those days. My friend very accurately termed it bottomless pit days, where the satiety level just can't seem to be met. Here's what I recommend on those times. This is something that has helped me the most. Have a go-to food, a freebie food, something that you will always allow yourself in those moments. If you've tried other things, and regardless of if you've had enough calories for the day or whatever, you can have this food. There's some rules behind this before you get too excited. My personal go-to food is my Fie Greek yogurt. One of the cups of those, because it is so nutrient dense. It's low in calories, so you're not screwing anything up, and you're getting so much. So even if I don't need extra calories, it's okay because I'm getting so much for what I'm consuming in that little cup of yogurt. Probiotics, protein, calcium, vitamin D, a little bit of fat, which helps me assimilate all of that better. It's really creamy and satisfying. I love it. It always tastes good to me. I always let myself have that food if I feel I'm hungry, regardless of what I've eaten in the day. If I just have hunger pains and I need something, that's my go-to food. Here are the rules on your go-to food. it has to be extremely nutrient dense. Make sure it is something where you are getting back a lot for the calories that you're eating, because you might not necessarily need the extra calories, so you want to at least be able to get some kind of nourishment back for what you're eating. If you guys have no idea how to put together a go-to food, you can bounce some ideas off of me if you want, and I'll send you back my thoughts. But somewhere between 100 and 200 calories that has a little bit of everything in it, a little bit of carbs, a little bit of fat, a little bit of protein, those are optimal choices. And have that as your go-to food. And if you think to yourself, oh, well, my go-to food doesn't really sound good, then you know what? You might not be hungry, you might be bored. So that tells you right there that you just need to get past the moment. I hope that this has been helpful for you guys, and that you guys utilize these tips and they're as helpful for you as they have been for me. Please continue to send me the questions. I'm trying to put together my next frequently asked question video, as well as putting together my next body part challenge. So you guys send me your votes and nominations for what body part you would like another challenge video based around. And I'm loving those of you that are sending me comments about putting multiple challenges that I've done together to do a full workout. That is awesome. People are like, I did this ab video over here, and then I put it with this leg challenge, and then did the arm challenge, and that was my total body workout. That is awesome. It makes me so happy. I love that I am helping give you guys an enjoyable workout that I'm sure makes you feel even better after. So I appreciate you guys as always. Please subscribe, give me any feedback you wish, and I hope you guys have an awesome, wonderful, healthy day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.